Long time no see, everyone. It's your old mate Chicagon back at it again. This time with my Japan trip pickups, or J-pickups. Now, as always, if you're enjoying the content, don't forget to like and subscribe. Comments are very, very much appreciated, as is being part of the Discord. There's lots of chatter happening day by day in there. It's a lot of fun, but you know, it's up to you. I'm not your dad. So first of all, best friend in Japan, Nick, had really recommended this pair of Uniqlo U parachute pants. Now, I know that the parachute pants have been something that's been, you know, kind of trendy, you know, here on YouTube, on TikTok, on the socials. You see them around as well, just like baggy pants. And so I was like, oh, I don't know. He rated them. I've trusted his word in the past. And they were over 50% off, or at least 50% off. So I did check measurements. I ended up buying XL, which fits up to 100 centimeter waist. I just didn't want to risk getting something a little bit smaller. I also just couldn't be bothered trying them on. I had suitcase and bags and stuff. So this was like leaving. So I was like, I'll just grab this pair. But yes, this is from the Uniqlo U collection. So Christophe Lemaire is involved with helping design these. They're a pair of parachute pants. They are big, they're wide. I really like that they've got draw cords on the bottom. Unlike Yoji balloon pants, these draw cords are on the inside, which is pretty hot. Means that you don't sort of have anything sort of drooping down. And a major issue with the Yoji parachute pants that I have had and still have in their different forms is that the cords just droop. Like if you're wearing them completely loosely, the cords will just hit the ground. Perhaps maybe I'm too short. I don't think so. Maybe I need to wear them higher, but these, not that issue. But yeah, very simple wide pants. They're made from a cotton nylon blend, 6634. And they're neat. If I could buy them again, I would probably go L, not XL, because these I do actually have to cinch to fit my waist. I'll never understand my waist, but these do fit fine. They are long. I think I did see on the website as well that the actual overall length is very similar from L to XL anyway. So it's just the waist and thighs that are a bit different. I wear these to dance class because they're nice and baggy, and because of the blend, it just not so fussed on getting them super dirty. They have this nice articulation here on either knee. And yeah, pretty simple piece of pants. Pretty simple pair of pants. There's not too much to say about them. They're very baggy, wide. It's very what is and has been popular the past while now. But I'm glad I picked them up. They're just like a trusty, easy pair of pants that you can wear for generally whatever. I don't know how well I could wear them up, dress them up, but still a lot of fun. And they go really well with the other Uniqlo piece that I got, which is, I'm not sure what you call this, but when I walked into Uniqlo for the few times that I walked into Uniqlo over there, I saw this jacket being sold and was like, oof, I like it. It's very nice. So I think, I don't know, this is like a trucker worker jacket type thing made out of, let me check, cotton. It is cotton on the outer. I guess it's like corduroy on the neck part here. This corduroy neck is the only bit that I'm unsure about of the piece overall, and it's fine. Like, I really just have stopped thinking about it, but it was the only thing that I was like, oh, I'm unsure about that. I wish it was a bit smaller and was the same material as the main. But it's like a nice little different distinction. You've got this lining on the inside. And what I found interesting was that on the arms, I guess it's like a different type of lining, but then towards the cuffs, it's also still hot. It's still hot. It's just hot. But then towards the cuffs, you have this little, it's like a elastic cuff. And then it has this snap there. So I guess you can maybe like tighten it, adjust the fit of it. Something I genuinely had not noticed, even though I tried the jacket on a couple of times until I actually got it. I was like, oh, that's a interesting little detail there. You also have this part here on the neck. Usually this kind of thing is detachable from a piece, but here it is attached, and it's so that if you decide to wear the top up, kind of like becomes like a little bit of like a muffler type piece there to cover your neck should you wish to. But yes, I got this in a medium. So I'm usually like L to XL, more on the XL side of things, but these do fit big, and I wanted something a bit smaller, less oversized and bulky. You can still wear something like a hoodie underneath this, but I really, really liked it in medium. I had initially tried on in large, and I was like, oh, that's cool. But I'm aiming more for like a cropped type look. I know, right? Trends, can't stay away from them. I'm just the trend. I'm just so trend. I just love trends. Let's trend. But overall, I have worn it a couple of times. It's difficult at the moment here in Melbourne because it is so hot, but can't wait to give this more wear. And similarly to the parachute pants, it's a thing where very easy to wear, very low buy-in. Like the jacket itself wasn't a lot either. So I'm less stressed about, wearing it out to just whatever. And it's a very easy thing to pop on. Just throw around, not worry about getting it dirty, getting it dinged up, beat up, and yeah, we'll see how it ages, but I'm really, really happy with this piece overall. So they are the Uniqlo pickups. So now we move on to the final two pickups. Yes, there are only 4 things total. And I just didn't really end up buying so much because I would go to a lot of the resale shops, even the flagships, and think, it's just, like, first of all, sizing was really hard to find things of my size outside of shoes, which I already have a lot of shoes, so made that bit difficult. And then ultimately, like body stuff, a lot of shirts wouldn't fit, a lot of pants wouldn't fit because, nothing would go up to my size in pants outside of a lot of Yoji stuff. But I feel like I have a pretty solid enough collection that I didn't want to just buy something for the sake of, I'm just buying it because I'm here, and then come back and be like, well, what do I do with this then? Now that I just have a thing that I just bought for the sake of buying something. So it meant that I just wasn't very motivated. I liked looking at things, but I wasn't really being like, okay, we got to find a thing to buy. I have to buy something. So first of all, yes, we did get a pair of shoes. This is a pair of attachment heeled zip boots. So attachment is a label that was started by Kazuyuki Kumagai, which you may often see as Kazuyuki Kumagai Attachment. And it was started, I think it was like late 90s, post him working at Isemiyaki as like a assistant designer there. There's 2 things to the label. So there's attachment and there's Kazuyuki Kumagai Attachment. Attachment, which is what these boots are from, is more of like a minimalist ethos. Minimalism is in there. I'll find it. I'm not just using buzzwords, all right? I'm not using buzzwords. Attachment, for the people who have a spirit of minimalism. Clothes are only the accessories of the wearer. Attachment, these are the designer's words. So the attachment vibes, yes, it's minimalism. Very, very simple. Expresses a unique worldview. Their words, not mine. Then Kazuyuki Kumagai Attachment, launched 8 years after, so it was in 2006 when after the brand was established in 1998. And Kazuyuki Kumagai Attachment is more like each piece is a bit more expressive and the quote-unquote fun of styling can be pursued. So those pieces are more like Tokyo fashion type things, whereas attachment is more, as we've just said many, many times, minimalist, kind of like less impactful, but more comfortable, easy to get by in a day-to-day, everyday life. Attachment. But yeah, so I walked into a Baz store in Shimokitazawa and went up to the second level where the men's were and just saw these like on display and was like, oh my goodness, this heel, huge. I love it. I looked at them. I looked around the rest of the stuff. Then I came back and looked at these and I was like, 42. I don't need a pair of shoes. 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 I'm going to try them on. Tried them on. A little bit big. I think, wait, actually, are these a 42? These are a 42 and a half. So yes, closer to a 43. So they were big, but I tried them on. I was like, oh, they fit. They fit. I'm going to go eat something. Went, got some lovely gyudon, sat there, sipping my miso soup and was thinking, I'm going to get those boots. Went back, checked the price again. Great price. And yeah, took them, and you take them down to these like select shops, and they're like, the Japanese they use, I wasn't familiar with, and I was like, oh, sumimasen, and then he's just like, oh, like, no return. And I was like, oh, yeah, daijoubu. And I wonder how many people do actually do that. But yeah, looking at them more closely, they're okay. I think they're in great condition. There's just obviously wear at the front where there's then been, it's been taken to the cobbler to try and fix that up. The heels as well, there's some wear, and there's a heel tap on there. But the most interesting thing about these, besides the fact that they look awesome, is I've never seen this shoe before. This silhouette for a attachment boot I've seen quite often, but it doesn't have this much of a heel. And the heel is, I would say maybe it like comes up to like here. And if you try and look a bit closer, you can see that there is the stacked, pieces here, whether they be leather or wood, just stacked heel. But then towards the bottom, it's these two larger parts. And I wonder whether this significantly thicker part, it looks like that is just a very bottom, and this is just like another one. I don't know whether those two bits have been added to make the heel higher, or that was the original thing. Because usually I don't see them with such a high heel. It's what sort of like caught me off, and I was thinking, sorry about the zip. It's what caught me off guard, being like, I've not seen this at all. I suppose I don't have a lot of experience with the label, but still love a really giant heel, so I did pick these up. And yeah, wore them a few times for the trip. Easy to wear for a day. I did pop insoles in both of them because, yes, they are big, but now with the insoles do fit a lot better. And since they are quite roomy, not an issue at all. So really happy with these boots. They look fantastic on. I can't wait to wear them more, and just loving how the leather is molding to my foot, getting crinkly, getting creasy, and yeah, really stoked. Another pair of shoes. I'm too easy. I'm too easy. All right, now, final piece. The final piece that I picked up. This I found at Kindle, which we have been told is actually pronounced Kindle. That's, the katakana is Kindaru. I don't know why, right, but yeah, I don't know whether to say Kindle or Kindle. Maybe we'll call it Kindle. We'll call it Kindle from now on, but please understand it, I mean Kindle when you do see it over there. But in the Shibuya store, we're just looking at coats in just the coat section, nothing branded, and had been thinking, I'd love to get just a really, really long, giant coat, not too heavy, and I know that I have wanted a Yoji one, but they are quite expensive, and it's very unlikely that I'll find a size that suits me. But then I found this guy. Now this is an Irenisa long coat. Big coat. Now Irenisa, if you are unaware, is a Japanese label that's only been around a few years. I did mention them in my Japanese designers you may want to potentially look into video. I'll link it somewhere. And so there's more info there should you be more interested in them. But yes, I found this coat. It was less than half off what it was originally sold. And then there was a discount on the resale. I guess it had just been there a while. But I tried it on, and whoa, the way it like moved, the way it was just huge. It's a coat that the way that this sort of comes over a single breast. I don't know. But the way that this covers with the buttons, only a few buttons down, I would never wear it closed, but open, it is fantastic. It sort of spills open. We also see this neck part here that you can lift the neck and then button it across to close it up. The buttons themselves are custom with Irenisa branding on them. 2 front pockets, no inner pockets. It is a 50-50 wool poly blend, which I'm not that fussed about because wool for me can be pretty devastating on my skin. We've been over this so many times on my channel. It's a key part of my lore. And this on my skin, yes, it does not feel the best. However, you're not wearing a coat just on bare skin. And if it's cooler like it was over there, it was fine. I didn't find any issue putting this on and then subsequently wearing it, no issues either. So, fantastic coat. I really do like it. Just love the giant vent action on the back. It's a lot of fun. And I'm happy I grabbed this, and it is huge. It is just an absurdly large size, so you can layer things around it, and I cannot wait to use this more in winter. I did like wearing it over there. So much that I packed up my other coat that I had. Here are the main buttons. Very, very big, very branded as well, and very cool coat. Really stoked. But yes, they are the 4 things I bought. That's it. And I'm happy that I didn't buy too much. I was happy that I saw a lot of things and things that, have committed to memory, but we'll see how they go down the track, especially considering the no buy is restricting purchasing. But also, I'm happy with what I got, and I'm happy it wasn't a lot. The 2 Uniqlo pieces, I don't know what I had to mention them, but they feel like less big in my head compared to the other ones, because the other ones were a little bit more expensive, but I'm happy with them. Which is your favorite? Which do you want to see styled? I wonder what they'd all look like on together. Let's do that. Probably looks really silly, as you can see. But yes, these are the pieces that I got. I really, really like the coat. I really, really like the boots, the light jacket as well. The parachute pants, I'm probably the least jazzed about, but they really, really didn't cost much. And they're just an easy pair of pants to wear. I wear them around the house, so I just wear them down to the shops. It's nice having something you're just oh, whatever. I don't need to commit to putting these things on because they're just easy. And that is why we love easy pants. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. We'll see you next time. And as always, take care of yourselves, be safe, have fun, and don't do anything I'd do, except try changing up a pair of shoes, add a heel. See what happens, see what your cobbler will do. And if they say, I don't want to do it, then find another cobbler. But be nice to them, because maybe they just don't know how to do it. Or maybe they just don't want to do something and then you'd be upset and then you give them a bad review. That's fair. People are jerks. People can be jerks, so you gotta cover your butt sometimes. All right, you'll take care. See you next time. Bye-bye.